bibia Bawumia you cannot do it Bawumia come on na mo hope say mo struggle the name Bawumia
mamenka asem nkyerɛw
aso obebu jo Muhammad ten dia dia asem usuru
Nyankopɔn nsuro obonsamu nanso de bia yɛkɔ asɔre a yɛka obonsam ho asɛm because yɛpɛsɛ nipa hu because obonsam to me fa kwan bɔne so ɛdaada nipa yanka ne ho asɛm a obɛsɛe nneɛma ɛnti sɛ yɛka Dr. Bawumia ho asɛm because yɛnim sɛ ɔwɔ tɛkyerɛma a yɛde daada nipa Nyankopɔn nsoro obonsam nanso de bia yɛka obonsam ho asɛm because ɔwɔ sɛ yɛkaekae nipa yɛnkaekae nipa bonsam befa kwan bɔne so adada nyamini nipa so enye say yesro Bawumia enye say what the papa be eba so we have to continue to talk about enu bi la mema we example
ti wani Nyankopɔn na wani bonsam
na say bonsam no dada nipa 29th March wa koka say yenji eto no to say na 20th March 2024 less than 1 year ave dey wo say omo no mo set target enye ano a enka no kre
no Ghana bonsam ne Bawumia na
oh well
all right for this is the debate with Munufi mojide say obi a ho eye ene e ba be Ghana adwuma se ne da ne da ye ne na because ya nya sa adwuma we mfiri ho a Ghana for dodo na na hu se ye won sem bebre e wo Ghana ese ye ka e de je Ghana si ho nti adwuma ene me ne ba be ye no pa che onya mere poten na yemmo adwuma no the debate with Munufi they want to say ba ye ni agora been presenting the facts me asem enye no kore no me ntantana ha enka ene yebeka yewura Ken Ofori-Atta any OSP I think that Kevin Taylor started this fight and then he seems to be winning because name who's also saying atwaso say OSP it seems to say he doesn't even have any single docket on yewura Ken net Ofori-Atta enti oni aban no e play nyansa game bi. Now, I present to you, say, you perceive OSP free what the process is in the first one. That is something I know, and also, you babe can home asem. Pacho, okay, I like you to Mahamudu Bawumia kofa goal for oil program made by. Somebody has actually decided to dig down to know, say, sub policy, no, a dear party in a name, yet the munchi moon, and so ever. NPP for I started corona, and when you send them to court, ya when you be doing NPP, you can win any papa kokora beka. Oh, we are saying. You send all of them to court, Mustafa Hamid, and then the charges in the board, no. You're saying increasing those particular charges. So that is something we are going to discuss today. Medini William Munufi Amam Konentine Busha for. If you are actually ready there, Yenshe Asiye.
It is more than 3 hours past the scheduled time of Mr. Ofori-Atta's attendance at the OSP. And Mr. Ofori-Atta failed to attend the OSP today. Mr. Ofori-Atta's conduct is totally unacceptable and a baleful spite at law enforcement and criminal investigations. It ends here. It ends today. We will no longer accommodate him. Consequently, the OSP redeclares that Mr. Ofori-Atta is a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. His name is hereby re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure Mr. Ofori-Atta's return to the jurisdiction and to answer to the criminal inquiries against him. In pursuance of this, about 30 minutes before this briefing, I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice for the location and provisional arrest of Mr. Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta in whichever jurisdiction pending extradition or his surrender. Around the same time, I dispatched a request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which Mr. Ofori-Atta may be located or found, and his extradition to the Republic of Ghana. The OSP will prefer criminal charges in the courts against Mr. Ofori-Atta in due course, whether in absentia or otherwise. The principle upon which we proceed is that no person, regardless of title, regardless of status, regardless of medical condition, is beyond the reach of inquiry by the OSP.
All right, in Tisani American can Ghana, we had no idea. And OSP Nankasa country say, "O invite Yura Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta say, Omra may answer some questions." Because you name say, "You're 12 years so President John Dramani Mama in and at the same former finance minister, you good free Ghana in Ubane." So it's not a surprise to say, abra yes so President John Dramani Mama Ino na yera na Ofori-Atta obiane free Ghana oni Ghana kra he didn't even stay to witness that particular occasion. Enti OSP kisi ejame na wo ma yen ti ase se o ye papa no investigation na wo ye do level say we invite papa no this kind also yare enti ma na mere obeba ye kai say Honorable Afenyo-Markin ko tena parliament e ka kire say e ma a date and time you reckon Ofori-Atta ebeba mere no so ye wa ma na wo OSP no wo be ka kire Ghana for say onene we meeting was scheduled say ono obeba this particular time na time no so na wa ma obe declare wanted yanka bia nsem time no so ye ne reckon Ofori-Atta amma and then OSP no declare no wanted. Now no, ena yura Kevin Taylor be show say it seems to say OSP and Attorney General ye kataso mimiaso agrobi because per the laws of the country no OSP no untimi en kwachi obi amfiri ba bia my age mom is the only body a ebetimi ayesa adwuma. I think that I did a lot of research about all these kind of things and I think that I'll take my time to present all these kind of things. Enti OSP no who need any legal mandate say ubetimi akoba bia kofa obi afiri ba bia ba because per the laws of OSP no who no Ghana Hong Kong ubetimi aye adwuma afa but we be kan kire say o de papa ya to wanted list so nti ye hwe na now na Kevin Taylor ma yeti ase say AG requested the docket no every who OSP ho say faber na yen kofa Ken Ofori-Atta ba bi obi ano yen kofa na mra avede papa na AG play kotomame ho to agoro but you ntie deputy AG nsema o kai
subject of a number of criminal investigations, right? I think the one that is popular is the one that the OSP is conducting, and also that is the one that we are made to believe is in an advanced stage where extradition will be required. And indeed the OSP has already put the person on red alerts, Interpol red alerts. What it means is that it's a notice to the whole world that this person is a wanted man. But the Interpol alert is not an extradition, procedure. So if we really want the person to come, we need to make an extradition request to where we believe he is, which is the US. Now this is what's, and listen to me carefully on this. We are the only authority, that is the Attorney General Office, we are the only authority that can make extradition. But we need a docket from, an investigative docket from the OSP to be able to make this extradition request. As of today, we still do not have a docket from the OSP. We have made several requests to the OSP, written letters, written demands to the OSP, asking that now that you've announced to the world that you are ready to have this person extradited, and there have been communication to that effect that even we've seen communication to the effect that the docket is ready and it's only the Attorney General that can make the. So we have been asking for the docket for a couple of, I think about 2 months now. We still do not have the docket from the OSP, and so without the docket, you cannot go to the American authorities and say this is the person we want him. No, you need to show, because when they are asking for people to be extradited to the United States, they bring the full docket of as if they are going to court, and then we take that docket to court for the court to see whether there's really merit for bringing the person down. We have to do the same thing. We also have to take a full docket of all the evidence and what we believe the law, and then we take it to the United States authorities, and they will process the extradition and bring it.
All right, what I'm saying, so very, very basic. Attorney General say the only way a Ghana buy betimi akọ US, because that is where Ghana buy believe is you reckon Ofori-Atta ewo. The only way a Ghana buy betimi akọ ho say kwa akọ papa ya ba ne say you benya the docket from OSP. OSP ne betimi this docket. Other than that, and there is no way a Ghana buy betimi akọ say okwa akọ obi afri ba bia ba. That is the law. The pacho se okọ law na yedeti OSP na Section 4, mandate of the office of the OSP, Medical 4.2, or say, subject to clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purpose of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offenses. And the OSP, you investigate the only body ebetimi initiate any process behind us being it the person has been found or you believe that the person is corrupt or has conducted he or himself into a corruption related offenses. Pacho, this is what the law actually says. And see, everyone can say OSP and I say he by himself will go after Kenneth Ofori-Atta without the AG. And the AG say over 2 months now, or my pay papaya pay say on for docket in Emra. I feel the docket in the grammar. The docket in the Fahim, the question here, nobody knows. No go anybody else. So the question here is say is Yerakisia Jaben shielding Kenneth Ofori-Atta. But before I continue, no, there was a time Kennedy Ohene Japan eka sembi efa papa yi ho. Pacho tie nsema Kennedy e Japan eka.
Wow, we cheap. Ne sin tantan and odi cancel fun and obi adinese. Lawyer ono o defend the criminals. Criminal be a wo wiase bia kusi ajabin the person okodi. It means he's a criminal. Wow, we cheap. Ne sin tantan and odi cancel fun and obi adinese. Lawyer ono o defend the criminals. Criminal be a wo wiase bia kusi ajabin the person okodi. It means he's a
what I say? Kennedy Japan say Kennedy Japan catch this. It seems like Kennedy Japan is a criminal because I say he only plays with criminals. These were the words of Kennedy Ohene Japan. But Ken can't ask him then time no. Many of us did not even believe in Ken because we thought that Ken was actually doing a typical agenda. Ken the attack. Okay. But time akwama yebe vidikedi asema Ken say it seems say papa yi enim baabi e Ken Ofori-Atta wo and what the docket na she da ene asie say omobia enkonko yimba. But sometimes when you engage this kind of people, that is what we do. NPP ni ankasa ni obi interview ene tiansema NPP member of parliament ankasa ekai.
My initial comment on the OSP is that there must be a bipartisan audit of the OSP's office. There must be a bipartisan audit of the OSP's office. You see, the power to prosecute under Article 88 belongs to the Attorney General.
yes.
But in this instance, the power to create the OSP came from Parliament. So and so Parliament must know what is going on in there. Somebody may say that the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament has oversight, and so we should be able to do it. But I'm saying that our partisan nature makes it difficult for us to do any frank work as a nation. We have become too partisan. Obi, how can the Attorney General be lamenting about his difficulties to access information to enable it assist the OSP? And yes, information of Attorney General or Parliament who, and yes, or Parliament who, OSP, when I was say open information, open say, we took an amobi. Attorney General, and say, wow, docket in a mammy, docket in a busu, Attorney General Sankai. Open a very serious matter. The video of the Deputy Attorney General or lamenting. The Attorney General of the country lamenting the authority or no what say or your prosecution and wama will be. And you see, when you look at the OSP's Act, they are supposed to cooperate with all agencies of state.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the OSP's Act, you see, make can sembi, makan sembi, akanka. Then the people so say a your time. Nana me ba for the sabi me tiny pa. Sabi say o mine be ye and a meshe. Please obi say I'm no namwe. 40 ya cross it. Yaki and Nimno sabi chediam for the achayen. Into o mine ye chire and the amenchi manya yen. Into sabi enye nipa ana ese yasom no ese o my Ghana na yasom no etimiam na be mo my ni be ye ana ese ye ka ho asem ye pu ho anamo so ati ase obi Attorney General ese open information you are one just say we are Attorney General and film pade so ati ase
yes.
Attorney General Mpade and get the abo. Now, ono kura ntesa ko obo wa kwa na kese otu mikako. Ampese busumi nyelu. Na sabio uko SML ekoye search no. Ukoye search pe de yin. So ti ase. Uko friend say Ken Ofori-Atta friend say we also pe Ken Ofori-Atta o maye. But nipa kadi nyina e wa ha say all the actors no. Uji shame no de na unya ya udi jira so. Eyisu Interpol red alert.
Yes.
It's Interpol red alert. Who issue here then? So what I say, and they say, maybe what I can say, she doesn't need the presence of Ken Ofori-Atta to proceed with the investigation. I made that statement very respectfully. Sabre nipa chain ya boso. And then Matisse Martin people is now coming to the table.
Yes.
Sabre will disagree with me. And then he's coming to the table. So what I say, let's now begin to interrogate that office because you see, the power to arrest, the power to investigate, the power to prosecute, which affects a person's liberty, you know, and yet idea at that form. And it is what the man will be a sabi young family kwasta. And don't think part of the reasons why I've been concerned about the creation of the office of the Special Prosecutor. So, Nase on person cooperative with Nipa said to me, look, Rasa, now, Obi Bisa, who said, dear, now what this year? Is there indeed a docket on Ken Ofori-Atta? Into all these years, press conference, is there indeed a docket on Ken Ofori-Atta? In fact, is there indeed a prima facie case even against Ken Ofori-Atta?
That is the key question. As for now, we are all asking. Because we need to ask all these kind of questions. As a papa, you didn't be the agro. Maybe said and say, and I say, Priscilla, Shabre Physics, Rikus, how do you see this? Because I said and say, I say somebody is hiding somewhere or is hiding something. If I just what I say, because you are when you may yet a Ghana sa no bidi a chinchina abedaya to kwa. And that's what that's why abedanya chinchina. Because we need to work together as a team, as a people. Na nipa na buying a juma sem a say a juma way na nipa there's anyway no. OSP no what to you are not going to corroborate with that kind of person. But how do you see these kind of things? I say obiti babina nima bi tata obi and that's what the BB AC obi. That is something we are going to address today. And the padodo na call say OSP na kasa kwa no ye mpeni mfiri ho. But minianum one say corruption ya dia e high again e my Ghana pa we need to fight corruption. But I say fight corruption and then corruption and kasa so no fight. But that is something I've seen in the country. Because ya when ya mre bebre beba niema bi wo ha ye ntimi enye e wo Ghana. Niema bi wo ha ye ntimi enye. Ntimi I'm not surprised and then I woke up to see the president say Betin special court. Near the dealers no. This came from the presidency because you almost say Auditor General finding people brave say you dig the Ghana say but I say a Ghana court system no so any part investigations as no. They seems to be a bit slow. And the maye nyamre fight what we are supposed to fight. That is why we have a problem in our country. But also let me in the comment section no. Wait me to adventure so Abba. Shabre says yes, he's hiding something. And I believe that he's hiding something. That is why a presidency or Babette special court for that purpose. Because you are when Mr. President, some people somewhere might disgrace you. Obe bresa, obe won't say I'm here to me for kotere bakora and konkotum. Obe bresa, I'm here to me for kotere bakora and konkotum. But when himself surprisingly no, AG strike back. And they say, OSP so I strike back say, onye bonibia. Ghana, asemo. Kai ensem bebre ensem no edoso me pa cha me do ba be ko emranum se pese yi OSP because when people are calling say yi OSP na nipa bebre nim the process na ye betim da fa so yi OSP in the OSP Act na kata na section 15 no removal of the special prosecutor e wo ho 15:1 pa cha let me read it It's similar to Kwen Faso Edi or Sonoma. It's almost the same because the Office of the Special Prosecutor by law, no, you create is a more be untouchable. It's like Article 1469 of it, you know. So one, all stated misbehavior. That is the first one. Incapacitation to perform the functions of the office as to be or yare and as to be a stroke reaction or something like that. You find the BBC. And as a willfully violations of the official oath. To say any paper started here Ghana for Dodonan able to most as a on year Ken Ofori-Atta ewo kotoma me ho to aguru bidi. Enti mrane say bibi says here obi timi petition the president. Na president no ebema AG I establish the Chief Justice I establish a prima facie case against answer no if a base e no kure nko ade a kian na ken yetimi eden kicking out to say ne also ma me no sabe pepe na mraneka ana se sabe pepe na mrane se enti me hwese bia Ghana ni bi betimi in a way no apete see president Mr. President akoya so wonye na dwuma yi enti yini free ho mai pa cho so de me ya adwen the comment section no wetin do adwen kira ba enti that is how some of us epese ebi mpese oye. And doctors say AG OSP docket keke kwa mo pede akọ hwe Ken Ofori-Atta de na ba no papa ne de sie eso wan fa ma enti yenim ade cropotin a na adwen mu no opesa ode ye but when him be surprisingly no let me be here and I won't hear you surprisingly no OSP aba out say or no onye bonibia there's no bad blood between OSP and AG. According to Sameda Akono, the Director of Strategic Research and Communication at the Office of the Special Prosecutor say there be omodomonya hwe. Also omonya hwe. Enti ononso ne a ode abaye ne no. Entry abo ne yenkom. E ba be hwe say enokreso omayi bibia no omonya bibia we are going to see. Also there is no bad blood between the Office of the Special Prosecutor and the Attorney General, nor is there any contention over the case docket. The issue at hand is primarily one of timing. So was on the timing no here more time. Until there needs to be on the docket no adoja no dey see. But I dey omo kan OSP kana me kan chiro have not said anything. The OSP is nearing completion of its work on some of the cases involving Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta and will, in due course, submit the necessary information required to complete the extradition process to the AG. It was they need time. Omo investigation. In due course, no the docket ni BIA say Attorney General betimi nsa aka e dey akofa yura Ken Ofori-Atta babi obi aba no omo de bema no. The OSP has been focused on finalizing these investigations, as it also intends to file charges in several related cases involving Mr. Ofori-Atta and other individuals. It is understandable that the AG may be under public pressure, particularly regarding progress on the oral matter, and that there is widespread interest in seeing Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta brought to trial. It was, of course, they understand, say, Attorney General, as a pressure kakribi about Attorney General so from the public, because Ghana for Dodonan who to say, ora juma dia, ye pesi who say Ken Ofori-Atta about be the laws. I say, however, just as the AG has often reminded the public, especially supporters of the NDC, that investigations and prosecutions take time, the same understanding should be extended to the OSP. Or say, Senior Attorney General Dana a catch the public in NDC for say investigations no ehia no OSP so obesere say ye man is amere na bi ya some Ghana ba ya some mento aso ho. Let me position myself here. Say ne be ya adibia making bia no obi beti ase yen kase bia emia na mabo mesirem na making adibia da bi. But as in some OSP in the Tuja and American. Or say, however, and I'm a kind of one. The OSP operates as an independent prosecutorial body with investigative powers and specifically limited jurisdictions over certain corruption and corruption-related offenses, which Mr. Ofori-Atta is alleged to have breached. Or say, I am aware that the Special Prosecutor is expected to complete and transmit the necessary information to the AG this week to facilitate the extradition processes. What is of concern, however, is the partial leakage of information which poses potential risk to OSP offices mentioned in the report and may create unfounded perception of public political bias or interference in the ongoing extradition process. OSP say, Adi Hanen say, menim say na sem no say asem enyansa asem ho enyansa asem pa chawa ohwe no wa na betumi aka. This is the debate with the Munufie. O say ade a ha o kakra ne say enkrata asem o ne aban no eye kasobom no na aban ne leaky to the media. Maybe I think they are talking about Kevin Taylor or something like that. So that is what OSP so person or say. They don't know why as o ne aban no and I say, aban mu nipa bi edin nkuta hudie bi a then they leak it onto the public domain. So that is also what OSP is also saying. But certainly, the leak would not have originated from the OSP. The office would, however, compromise the safety of its officers or jeopardize a case it has pursued diligently since February. Despite criticisms from those who thought it was being unreasonable or inconsiderate when it matters that Mr. Ofori-Atta was unwilling to return, and despite being ridiculed for stating that it could not place him on an Interpol red notice. To say omo maban no and as omo office no enyo omo eno maliki any information bia because enyo omo omadwen no say they will do that. Or say for the record, since the correspondence was leaked, it is important to note that one crucial document was not part of the leak. The OSP say, I didn't need you want to say, all those journalists beat say Kevin Taylor munya the leaked document, you know, and yen money nina and almost a kind be what they are uncle. Well, let's think say in some more kind of OSP so fire on say about you know. I meant also the T because sometimes when some people are can't we have say be na share but this is coming from the OSP. Also on 2nd June, the OSP wrote to the political authorities seeking the government position on the extradition matter. 2nd June, on 3rd June, the Chief of Staff wrote to the Attorney General directing cooperation with the OSP's request to initiate the extradition of Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta. Into on June 2nd, OSP no moment the Coma Chief of Staff. Ebisa and say more assistance from the government near the area Kenneth Ofori-Atta Abba. And the Chief of Staff also Coma Attorney General. It was 10 days after Senator Kevin Taylor on 13th of June. The AG wrote to the OSP requesting the names of special officers who will handle the extradition process as well as a case docket. And it is true, say. Agents so throw the bread OSP na to send Kevin Taylor the documents about to Ghana paper. It means say in some Kevin Taylor better now kind be anywhere no auditro. But for all said sometimes it's very very funny say media na ye from media kuku dan for Ghana hono. Niama Kevin Taylor the better to Ghana be anywhere no was akrata ni bi. How say mo kaka aso ma bon and I'm a boy. OSP say no kore and some Kevin Taylor the betu dwane nyana wajatum no kore nti odo no Ghana pa na the kai o say Ghana ya mo bododo yetitika so that come there na mpa say nsem ni bi wa odi akira obekasa sa nti nsem bia Kevin Taylor the betu dwa bia no kore. So now the question we are asking is a dear potting nti na wo mpese odi docket no ebeko wadwen say you need time. In the time now so here no dear potting now the time no I check 2 months now won't mean for docket my there then we don't even know. And it was in September the AG again wrote to the OSP to request an update on progress and inquire whether the office could provide even a preliminary investigative report in the absence of a complete docket. This is the letter which was not leaked. I don't know why. Or say when in the AG letter or the bre OSP in September, it's another September, I know the unleaky. But I mean, found to her, I can't make one we announce what can be. And some OSP so can say that is the only document on an agreement unleaky. Which I don't know, you didn't put leaky documents in the market, but the only thing say, I'm funny, I say, a pimco, and I'm a boy. Into a pimco, I had any airpan second of Rata, Abba. We be Ghana, we are quite fast to say Ghana, and the other bay a Ghana by Nasem. Into OSP also when you're Bonibia, there is for docket, comma, AG, because AG in quantity the only body are able me at the papano. Abba. OSP no. We need that mandate, Erhan said he should resign, right? I say quite cool, master. Bon, I was say, Nanado the Uncrophobia by to be honest, I no. I don't even know what they want. It be no son of mamma. Can't say much ma. So on kin of Homa deny and the Indians also mamma say men yet. Oko catch the way is or say men yet. It be minima de potia. So I uncrophone the person say mine yet the omo. It's yes, massa, what they resign. What they as somebody catch you and say they resign. And I reckon he should resign peacefully. Now if he and got Tahiru said the name. Of course, Tahiru, Kevin seems to have a lot of information and as a sources of money information. But my worry is a dear potting, I'm the media ne Ghana no. Any sa name money be. Let's be honest with ourselves. Sometimes the money be can't how our cancer because obit America, all the information more Ghana and money there. Then say we be the kind of way kwasa for me into moye. But anyway, we name we OSP there. And now we be a question we say but you wait me e dey abana afede so matwa so. Yam pem ko yenim na nsem no edoso. E pa cho say the dan America no. App we go so ye adwuma. You find EduSolve Pasco. All past questions of BC and SSC no eguso. Inti uko App Store. Sorry, ubetimi atobi. I download a free app. Nyadia yeton mobia a free app. Ye boa Madagana na fide a school and sem akweyenim. That is something we are gonna do because they say ye boa Madagana ekweyenim. Sounds na pacho so ye be manasa performance no cheda monko na nim kesia. Pewebi. Descriptions are is in the description of this particular video. A link. Okay, that is how we are going to get part of it. Oh, US, I use the US link. Oh, other parts of the world as well. You see the European link, and that is how we need to do it. If I tell you question, waiting there. This is the debate with the movie. All right. Inti yanko yenim. Nancy, what can I say? Yera Johnson, I say don't get here, but can say Afenyo-Markin seems to become NDC communicator. Kakarabisa. Say when we go to Afenyo-Markin say this ano. Me so some we have to do moon tie Afenyo-Markin tinka. Say na kwana de ka o. MASLOC is kana ekwo gene say na Afenyo-Markin so kwaji 500,000 choppable Ghana cedis. Sikana kwana ntua. Pa joti ni yede. Say na Afenyo-Markin so ekwaji MASLOC skani bi 500 choppable Ghana cedis akwana ntua. Ebiana obeka se me na me bo meeting ka. I don't on this particular show me da bia se na me kan say me nse da endi tro engu bia so. Ma me mfa wonko. Ne enko bisa MASLOC CEO say e die potin e na ekoso MASLOC e ne yewura Afenyo-Markin entem. Because Afenyo-Markin you be a Ghana oyede pa. But it seems say recently no papa no aye din kakra enti ye mobi no ne ense da hu se na de na ekoso say Afenyo aye din sa e pa chawti.
I see. So that's one of the issues. Mm-hmm. One of the interesting things we saw under the former administration was when they would pack money onto tables during campaign. So everybody wondered. So the money that was available to MASLOC to give those small loans and others, how were they handled under the administration? What are you seeing on the books?
Okay.
Are you in a good place?
No, we are not. What I'm seeing on the books is that so you would have, say, a group of say 25 people.
Okay.
And these 25 people, each person is supposed to receive say 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Or 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
So they do it as a cooperative, like the groups.
Okay.
Then you will call the group leader.
Okay.
And the group leader will be, oh, yes, they came to take our names, they registered us, but the money never came. But in our books, the money has gone.
Okay, so the cooperative says we were registered and promised the money will come, but it never came. But in your books,
the money is gone.
Oh.
Some too will say, oh, we were never told that we will pay. They told us it's money, free money.
They got the money.
Yes.
But they were not told.
They weren't told. So in recently we did a publication about those who are owing us and those you have to come and pay. So we started making follow-ups and all that. And those were some of the feedbacks we were getting. So those who genuinely wanted to come and pay, some of them have come to pay. Okay. That they didn't know that they were supposed to. Yeah, they told them it was free money. But once we had made them aware that they are supposed to pay, then they would come and pay. I have situations where, say an MP has brought a list of people. Okay. Say, and I'll give you a typical example. Mahamudu Bawumia, he has taken about 500,000 for people in his districts.
Okay.
With
Repatoti hayo. Honorable Afenyo-Markin afa saying 500,000 chopable Ghana cedis. Sauti ni. That's how Afenyo-Markin kwa jiko.
He himself, as on my list, is his name that is there. And then there's another gentleman's name. Probably he is the leader. I think he's the former chairman for MPP in the F2 constituency.
Okay.
So I have personally spoken to the gentleman.
Okay.
And I asked him, Master, your people are not paying the money. What is happening? Then he said, as for him, he was only... So it's like, I am an agent.
Okay.
Honorable told me to go and take the money and gave me the list of the people to give the money to. Okay. So that is what I did. You get it? So in this case, the people do not know.
Okay.
Maybe they do not know that they are supposed, because even the leader, who is the former chairman that took the money that was supposed to give to the people, he says he doesn't even know that they are supposed to pay. So we should talk to Honorable Afenyo-Markin. So I have officially written to the Speaker of Parliament on this issue about 500,000. This would do a lot for MASLOC. I have another situation where the former is a tourism minister, Catherine Afeku.
Okay.
So she actually, when I started, she came to me and told me that yes, I was called. My DC called me that the money was ready and MASLOC had brought the money, and I gave it to my constituency secretary. It was my constituency secretary that did the distribution.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the constituency secretary is now dead, but everybody can attest to the fact that when the constituency secretary got the money, his lifestyle changed. He married a new wife. He bought a car and all that. So indirectly, it means that this supposed dead person, money that was meant for the groups in her district, the dead person cannot speak, so we cannot say whether
you cannot go after the dead.
But then on my record,
okay,
it is Catherine Afeku.
Okay.
So obviously she's the one I'll go after.
Okay.
So when she came, I engaged her, and she's like, "Look, okay. So when the thing happened, we managed to collect 60,000 out of the 220-something thousand. Now the 60,000, then she as a person decided that she's now going to turn that money around and give it to a new set of people. But you can't do that. That is MASLOC money. So you have to retire it back to MASLOC. So that MASLOC will decide what to do with that money. So that even if she had paid that 60,000 to us, it means that we know that out of the 200,000, we've managed to get 60. We are left with this. And she doesn't want to understand that. Look, it is a responsibility on her. You get it? Yeah, she doesn't think that she has to pay. But I told her, you have to pay. Else I'll let the law come after you, because it is your name that is on my record.
Wait, is that okay? So first, before you continue, because now I'm confused. Tell me, typically, how does this happen? Okay, so you said you deal with cooperatives.
Yes, so we deal with individuals. Individuals as well. So as you sit here, you can just walk to MASLOC. You write to me as CEO that this is the business you run. You want support to be able to continue. Your business is not doing so well. You want us to help you with say 5,000 cedis so that you can do your business with it. It will go through a process. It goes to my credit unit. It goes to my credit committee. If you are in Accra, it goes to the region. Then the region will also go through it, process you, and then they bring it back to us. Then if it is approved by the credit committee.
Wow. And getting a MASLOC facility is very easy. But NPP for the same opportunity, any discarding in Afenyo 500,000. Yes, a former tourism minister, they quasi nipo German and Ewu. Tikana eden. Ashi. Hey, NPP for you do your couple of the group we here. Obe sure most out of win kugum. Hey, because Omo Yamagin said Kronon Kwanam Bababo. They had no idea on governance. All right, so Chiti Chata say, how is that again? I thought Afenyo was a self-made millionaire in his 20s. That is what he said. He told us. What was in seminar in Kosovo, Ghana? No, baby, I don't know, but it seems to say, Mama Kakara. Man, that is what I've been thinking, because Nipa na seminar told us no is Kenny the dada. Now, how did it happen? Says Kenina or no? So is Kenino. All of a sudden, I bet there will be a notice saying now when yes Kenny. But Osheda say Obaba Jema ni sika na yeden. Akwa kudikeke. Sika na she. Then he say no. Ghana is Kenny kwa we da yese kwa free. Depend on what ho. Anameboa. That is what they are saying, because we be on ho one chance here. But anyway, let's move on, because Ghana ne dey. His Excellency John Domini Mama, special court now also better than I think say oh Jumaye. Because when we this go for Ghana for be Rebecca to win Pabonini. Money bibi. And the OSP says tracking. OSP ya can say me Papa idea. We didn't cheer. We nya sembara. Just sometimes I just say yen is OSP. Eddie Mustafa Hamid. E copy court and Mustafa Hamid and 7 others. E don't copy court and na court hono mihu Mustafa Hamida as the way papa mi nim se don ko kiki no as a season spirit no aba from kakra papa wa kasa hwa ade
Musala
Eti Mustafa Hamid and then the lawyers ekopie mo court ho. Na charges no e ho na asem no wo no. Charges na yeda bono no. You see I say extending no to 54 because corona na nkrofo we abono. Ye kodo so mu no e dosu too much. Enti nipa nkasa e do mako gina court no according to OSP they say Mustafa Hamid number 1. Jacob Kwamena Amoa number 2. Wendy Newman number 3. Omodoso papa we have abode. Number 4 Albert Ankra. Be any adwuma no ye. Not only say these people came together. Say be we are gonna sika quantum sika kese. Isaac Mensah number 5. Bright Bedia Mensa number 6. Kwaku Awaji Aqua, number 7. Propnest Limited, a company, and number 8. Care Logistics Limited, number 9. And Kings Energy Limited, 10. Into the companies, 10 different people. And they don't know a buying. Ano. And these people, you have charges a rebel mona, it's gonna surprise you. Because in some money as uncle for we dino. As a Ghana, a dose too much. And to be no more, I don't even know how I wait me. I just can't feel more. Because what me who says has a kind of for wage, you know. As I made a coye a juma sunubi for their party or something like that. Because he can't dose too much. She can't be wa. What did you kurana? Now we yama then asho. She can't be out here. It's like a yesika kesia. Mimi nimse this kind of people have a bonidi. It's extortion by a public officer. A1, conspiracy to commit crime and money laundering. And number 2, and then money laundering and kasa ekahobi. According to OSP, and Grofo able together as a Ghana millions of Ghana cedis. And Mustafa Hamid Moafesikani in a Kwakodi. But in the comment section, so we will discuss it. Inti eji tahiru eji wo adwuma ye papa. Because eji kasa wo ye adwuma kasa ye de share ne nsade a wo adwuma yan kasa. Na monim ne esere ne emu edu kese. Ensem no ne emu edu nkasa na wo Mustafa Hamid mo de these are smaller fishes. These are not the big fishes. Se wo kasa wo kwa animu a Imani Ghana etchuro krata say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Gold for Oil program no asesike die bi ekoso ho. Enti according to Imani Ghana no omo share that course omo kwahwe documents concerning gold for oil no ekoya document bia eni ho. According to Imani Ghana say koya document bia enye den enna ho. And now most of the Nippons aside the way they were living some lifestyle and how they were telling us Sikana ebebamuno Ghana by any saskan money Ghana that a petition say young coffee sound crufono Numa Potia or United Ghana or Muyemu. Now but so many people this are good for oil policy we buy. And why Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to say within a chia it means Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is also going down. Follow the argument very, very carefully. I was trying to get Imani Ghana documenter, almost saying free reporter. I was trying to get this particular report. Let me just try to see if I can get that report and then present it here as well. Who say, Imani Ghana, Jumano. It's Imani say, that petition here, krata. Ede call Jerry say Jerry enye hwehwemu emfa Mahamudu Bawumia ene saa ne manema we a according to Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia no ono ankasa initiative e wo Ghana no na according to Imani Ghana no wanya response say 13th October ya ene Jerry chiro koma Imani Ghana sampa document na odaba se yenko wi mu no yensaka na we are going to effect Nema was in so I wouldn't be surprised, and I said, wow, don't be surprised, there will be a time you may invite Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to come and answer questions. But this is the document. As I keep saying, I say, "Mini krataria me ndi mani hu akenkan me pese me kan wasem because ochina bi sometimes my integrity is also at stake. Ubi some whole question bi na manyansa mawa ebe ha me." Anyway, and then Imani Ghana and Nankasa and Diwe say, this is the document that Jerry Deborah was and Pat Yakwe after gold for oil home because no more Korana taxes credits or Mutia Nina Ma. Tis or China what ho. Now to say the alleged Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia so qua, Mr. and Kokasa, which hunting you? We NPP near Mawabi Munda ho. It's answer Ghana any Echichere. Madame Bayana, witch hunting. Mahamudu Bawumia nam so no the gold for oil to buy. And so program no ye kwaya audit boma wo de bohu nsem ebepie nti GRA say ye kwaya audit ewo gold for oil no mesra ye kwaya wie na nsem ba say na maka na hwe na wa megede de bia wo NPP ni a ma wadwen mu na ho because Ghana no See a person Ghana develop there. I see any resources sika. But say you na say kwabra na wi sika ni nyina ko a you need kwan bi also bit ma ko say adwuma na edi sika na ba. So that is why we are going after Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And it is NPP need to say other than NDC former Mahamudu Bawumia ding and this is the reason.
As NDC for still a Musro Bawumia, chance Bawumia. You cannot do it. Bawumia come on now. Most struggle the name Bawumia.
Mamenka se minchel.
As well Bujo Mahama tell you just Musru.
Yankupon Sro Obonsamu.
Yeah.
Nansu de bia yakwa sorry a yeka obonsam ho asem because ye pese nipa hu because obonsam to me fa kwan bone so edada nipa yanka ne ho asem a obesai niama enti se yeka Dr. Bawumia ho asem because ye nim se owo tetema ye de dada nipa Yankupon sro obonsam nansu de bia yeka obonsam ho asem because o se ye kai nipa yen kai nipa bon sambe fa kwan bone so adada nyamini nipa so enye say yesro Bawumia enye say what the papa be eba so we have to continue to talk about eno be la mema example
if you want Nyankopon na wan bonsam
na say bonsam odada nipa 29th March wakoka say yenji eto no to say na 20th March 2024 less than 1 year ave dey also omo no mo set target enye ano a enka no kre
say Ghana bonsam ne Bawumia na
oh well
Bajo ufile ama me thumbs up kakana ye yade ufile ko are ama me thumbs up na hey I like Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ko ye bet yandu o de ma NPP fo go yire mra na driver we are no beti say shishi Bajo this is the debate with Munufie ufile channel na one subscribe so you subscribe here so with me like here share my phone from Saka I'll be very happy with that. All right, so let's move on. This is how I do my live stream. President, also you like how I'll be presenting, right? Charlie, easy. A tough job. Once I mean a one-man production team. Until sometimes I need to do things this way. If I told him say no, we were JK last premise. No, I mean you. Premise no, they can the Japan Mokoye no. Say no one win it, and they can the Japan and Gazat in the two. If we are the Kenzo Dibaba, Kenzo nam promising or promising no. Nimni po promise momo. Hey NPP4. Ken say on sembika NPP ni Ghana for.
Mesremo. The last time we a mistake ehunahuna eni ye ba yina. Me nim se minya bi walwale minya 92 votes and so mu ma me 0 bongurugu minya 25 votes and so ma me 0 yakaba Mama mi 0. O ti ase enipa bebre be tie yi. Chaboy. But it's all politics so. But this time
But how ti ni ye there. One thing here I say repeat him.
Mesremo. The last time we a mistake ehunahuna eni ye ba yina me nim se minya bi walwale minya 92 votes and so mu ma me 0 bongurugu minya 25 votes and so ma me 0 yakaba mu ma me 0 o ti ase enipa bebre be tie Chaboy. But it's all politics so. But this time Miss Ramo.
Ken say this time the over fee nani. Over many doubt that war because otimi konya vote 92 ni yakwa 0. Ya damn money nyina man. Hey, Ken fa no yen sa no. Hey, about all. Me can be as say onko about all da. Yeah, the 4 about down with 16 see president. One need the hopper or some the honey boy you say hey akwa we pa ni enya and I just tinity wa hand there. And the Ken so no akota chira ko wedi o say hey say go we adwo mo di mi no. Say na Ken vote onye nyina akwa bra necessary vote nyina. Yes, it's a vote nyina. President, I also have cool features today, right? Ale cool features and one. This is how you know. I mean, mom show you kind of had it. On this particular show, you're building it to say you be diagonal. So we need to do it like that. Yeah, but more vibes and I mean, yes, I don't because sometimes we need to do a lot of stuff. But as a technology, when you have time, you can do a lot of things with technology. And sometimes but time and I say any huntina, I'm most often I'm any slow by Benisa. Now, Ken Japan can't seem you again now. I have a problem with honorable Ken in Japan. If I say NPP for no, Abiana Ubin said and Timasi. May I keep on saying, say, my core political premise pain. The mistake I made, yeah, no. And I'm who say, Ken is also repeating those same mistakes. And no, na mente Ken do in Japan was. But your team, me, pa, I'm in person, we NPP, near the American, some of them can. And you always know you sometimes you have mechanics some of the team here. So all core premise your focus should be on delegates, Nipa be our core political premise be your focus should be on the delegates and yet the whole nation. That is the mistake I can in Japan Priscilla. My whole video be a Canada in Japan and I'm not some can canon. Beside me was akwa we onima de awo ya na ase enti Ken ade a wo ye ni na se wo kọ na ye kọto aba we tia wo na wo ba be gina Ghana se wo besu a ye mu bi na wo nya adwen wo de tie nsema Ken e ka se Ken e serious a wo be hu
Bayere e wo 5 northern regency baby abenya Bayere yam chips Bayire ye twitwa me a package me de a share freeze them na ye export. And so we import potato chips from Europe and the American Union. How? Where is sweet potatoes? I mubia bebre because na me ko na regu walwale. We do have potatoes akesia no well potatoes when sweet potatoes no are good for diabetes patients who have sugar problem. Udi we are a yechen Bayere. When you na you bet me aye when Ukraine Ghana for
show obi a oko premise who ndu baby your focus should be on the delegates. Canada when Japan ko nyina delegate anim abeda medical doctor e kire mo aduane a wow sugar BP udi a ebeko wow what diabetes udi ebeko the man is a confused man. Ken ukoye we na so ukonya 17% o se Mahamudu Bawumia area. Your focus should be on the delegates for now. Now the uko do na nelegu a o se edu tomatoes o na akofa tomato paste uko do wan chia abronya Ken uko gina kiosum na akota anwa se metima bia anwa factory ha ba bia bedu bia Ken can establish a factory there. Meanwhile for now as we speak you are not the presidential candidate of the NPP. To say delegates in the but Ken seems to be confused and he doesn't even know Nipa Ohiomo for now. But anyway, this is a free consultation. The amount it's up to you. Senior Ken pardon me about madam for me. That's what I'm Ken. He'll feel offended. But this is the gospel truth, and I'm telling you, my advice to Ken. Obaka say we are not still let's say 0 away there. Unyaye. But this is the debate with the Munufi. So what question you can bring it on every day you discuss it. If you like my show, now you subscribe as well. But you take your time to subscribe. We are building this as a family channel. That is what we are doing. And I mean, can I press a message out there by? Yes, I mean, press a kind of message. Me, how we gonna do it? All right, let me bring it here. Yes. Ken should not cry at all. The money he's using is derived from the hundreds of nefarious contracts he is accrued under NPP. Yes, NPP for Nankase accuse Ken say, Sikana ikita ninyana we are a buying more contract and I can in Sikano. And that is exactly what Priscilla is saying here. Tahiro say he doesn't believe in Kennedy Japan. Me neither. Because Babi Obedubiano, Udu Obia or cancer for the Cheromo. And when you are that kind of person, as a Debiano or Manipa doubt too, saying somehow cano and no cre and as a tronoria. I said Bawumia is doing the same, right? Chitty. I said Bawumia, the guy is confused, man. So Nipo Medina Chinyano, they are pushing him to get lost. That is what I believe in. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, it will get to a time who Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia be. He will just vanish or vamoose from the system. That is how we're going to do. So for this is the debate with Munufi, and then the debate we have. Say another day you can hear me, but you will be to me as subscribe to this particular channel. Mamia Manibaji, Midin any William Munufi Amankona. Yamaya Domo channel same time. The best in Yaba. Na fedi me no ede ababi siso. Ya hwese ya Ghana ebeyeno. It is the only question we have beside I think say I'll end it here today. Na era Kofi Adams and some kind no Mahamudu Bawumia. Ese hwese papa ni. Nyankopon ene wontena. Bye bye.